So I was just watching the Hodge twins, and they were just talking about this little 9-year-old girl that got pepper sprayed in the face by a couple of cops. Now, forget all this racist stuff. Sometimes kids need a pepper spray to the damn face, okay? This little 9-year-old was acting a fool. First of all, her parents called on her, and while they were trying to arrest her, she's screaming for her mommy and daddy. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Sometimes we need a spray in the face. I got mine at 15 when I went to juvie. And I was running them streets, doing all kinds of drugs, getting in all kinds of fights, causing all kinds of problems. Okay? Then I got locked up and went to juvie. We ended up getting in a fight, and one of these idiots I was with ended up stabbing the guy. Guy didn't die, but still. And because I didn't know what the hell was going on, I didn't say anything. So my little ass was in 24-hour lockdown with the murderers and killers and rapists for 2 months because I didn't want to say anything. Finally, my parents come to get me out. And my mom, all she does with her crazy black magic ass, gets up and tries to take care of everybody, tries to take control of the courtroom. She's like, I am, you all, come bow to me. And that was the moment I realized you're on your own, kid. So I went back, talked to my cellmate, figured out all I had to do was plead guilty because all I did was punch the guy. So I got a hold of my lawyer. The next day, or that day, I was in basically camp. I went from 24-hour lockdown to camp. But you know what? That was the pepper spray to the face I needed because that woke me up. Realize you're on your own in this world and you got a path and you got to make the decisions, okay? And sometimes these little kids, these little spoiled-ass brats need a spray to their face because I needed a spray to my face and I got it. And then the funniest thing is when I went to go to plead guilty, I saw the idiots that I was with that day, and they're talking about they're going to kill me, I'm a rat, I'm a this and I'm a that. And I'm looking at the guy who ratted everything out, and I'm like, he's the one who did it, but it didn't matter, because these people aren't your friends. You're going to have bad influences everywhere. You're going to have it all along your pathway, but you got to make the decision, just like I did. That was my wake-up call. That was my pepper spray to the face, okay? A few years later, I remember my brother goes, oh, you got to forgive your mom. She moved to Seattle. We weren't even in Seattle for 6 months. My brother takes me to a house party. He didn't know it was going to happen. But guess what? This was another test. We're in this ghetto house party. Fight breaks out. And my brother tries to run up in the house. Luckily, I stopped him because the dude just comes out the house and says, who's this white boy? Punches him. That's how violent this place was. And as this is going off, they're shooting off Uzis and guns and everything, right? And I'm like, give me the keys. We need to go because my brother was dazed. And I'm just like, we got to go. I'm going to be in the car. So as I'm going to the car, it's about a 1-minute walk to the car. I'm down the hill and the guy hands me the Uzi. He just loaded it. He goes, you want to shoot this little homie? I looked at it and I was like, damn, that shit look cool. But I was like, nah, dog, I'm good. I walked to the car, get in the car. And my brother came behind me. We're not even in the car for a minute and a half. And the cops stormed the place. Do you realize I was like 2-3 minutes away from standing in the street with the Uzi, shooting it in the air. Just like Malibu's Most Wanted. But because I chose not to, I'm here today, no problems. So you're going to have some obstacles thrown at you. Okay, mine might have been a little bit more ghetto, a little bit harsh, but that's the path I had to go. That's why when that psychic told me one day, you're surrounded by evil, and you got to walk this path, it made sense. So that's my story to you. And we got to stop letting these little kids act a fool with these police officers. Okay, because where's Black Lives Matter? Where's all that? Where's the news media coverage? I don't hear nothing because they don't need them no more because the election is over. Y'all got played. Now we got to get this negativity out of these kids' head and all this racist stuff out of their head. All right?